What's up, Houston? My name is Khalil Vinson. I'm the founder and CEO of TechFest Live. My love for technology stemmed from my early childhood days. I would take apart toy cars for no other reason than just to destroy them. And then when I would look into the car and see the chips, I just thought it was interesting. I didn't know what was going on. I had no rhyme or reason. I think it was a little bit of young destruction and also creativity. But I think that was my first kind of love for technology. And then really just growing up, getting introduced to the internet, getting my first sidekick, having a Razor, the flip phones, and all these different technological advances. I think just growing up as a millennial, as a 90s kid, I grew up with technology. So my love for it just grew with where the world was at that time. And so I just carried that out into high school and eventually into college, and now into being the founder and CEO of TechFest Live. Before TechFest Live, I was a student at Texas State University getting my undergraduate in computer information systems degree. I was, like many college students, hanging out with friends, going to the rec, partying, lifting weights, enjoying being a college student. And then I saw an opportunity to not only find a way to build something for myself, but build something for the community, build something greater than myself, build something that can provide impact to thousands, millions of students. And that really led me to start TechFest Live. So what motivates me to continue doing the work for TechFest Live is the impact. It's my family, it's the encouragement that I get from colleagues, friends, and family that believe in the mission, that believe in the things that TechFest Live is saying that we're all about. It's really that encouragement. I think sometimes, especially as an entrepreneur, we have highs and lows. There's moments where you feel like you're on top of the world and everything you're doing is correct, and you feel like the world sees you and they see your vision. And there's other times where it feels like no one is listening to you, no one sees your vision. And I feel like that motivation for me definitely comes from inner self-motivation. I think I'm a very self-motivated person. But again, also seeing my family encouraged, seeing them not wanting me to give up, my team, my creative director, my board, everyone that is really just poured into TechFest Live continues to motivate me to continue to do the work. So the biggest lessons I've learned as a founder and entrepreneur is that building a business has nothing to do with building a business. Building a business has everything to do with your personal journey. I've learned more about myself building TechFest Live than I could have done in a lifetime. Building a business really lets you know who you are. When things hit the fan, when the rubber meets the road, when it's go time, when it's intense, when it's tough, you learn a lot about yourself. So I've learned a lot about who Khalil Vinson is. What are my breaking points? What are the things I'm able to handle? What I don't like, what I do like, what I'm able to delegate, what I want to take on for myself as a leader. So yeah, TechFest Live has taught me more about Khalil as the person, and that's who you're going to need to be a business owner, right? You need yourself. You need that voice in your head that tells you to keep going. And so I really have just learned a lot about how to deal with adversity, because that's what, honestly, unfortunately, being a business owner is about sometimes. There's highs and lows again, there's ups and downs, there's opportunities and there's missed opportunities. And within those places where you find yourself, where you're able to pick yourself up by the bootstraps sometimes when you need to continue to do the work. So if I could give advice to my younger self before starting TechFest Live, I would tell myself, start earlier, be a little bit more confident than you were, trust in yourself, trust in your vision. We don't know anything until we fail. And when you fail, that's an opportunity for you to give up or keep going. And so I would have also told myself that all the L's that I took early, I actually needed those, and I would have embraced them a lot more than putting my head down and feeling like woe is me or the world is against me. I would have just really embraced those. I wouldn't call them L's, I'd call them lessons, and continue to use them as motivation to keep going. So if I could invent any gadget to make my life easier, it would definitely be a cloning machine. I need 3 Khalils, and I don't have them right now because there's a lot of work to do. So if I can do anything from a gadget perspective, it would be definitely a cloning machine so that we can do more work. TechFest Live is a nonprofit ed tech organization here in Houston. We exist at the intersection of education, workforce development, and economic growth. Our mission is to connect the youth of today to a better tomorrow through technology opportunity. So the idea of TechFest Live started back at Texas State. I saw an opportunity to create an event called the Weekend of Welcome Festival, where we united the San Marcos locals and the Texas State students for an opportunity for everyone to come together for a fun time, hearing about the wonders of Texas State, the different colleges and organizations that were a part of that, as well as making sure the local businesses of the San Marcos community were present. While I started that, I started to look around and figured out that there was not a lot of opportunities for students, for youth and young adults when it comes to the world of technology. For professionals and college students, we can go to CES in Vegas, South by Southwest in Austin, or Blackest Tech or Afro Tech all across the world. But I didn't see opportunity for middle school or high school students to get that same level of insight, so I decided to start TechFest Live. So here at TechFest Live, we believe that technology is not vertical, it's the invisible horizontal backbone to all industry. So at our events, what we do is we take industry, agriculture, aviation, sports, gaming, healthcare, transportation, etc., and we place it on top of the technology backbone. And so at our events, students can expect to hear from subject matter experts in agriculture, in sports, in gaming, in healthcare, transportation, etc. Last year, what that looked like is organizations like Cash App, Microsoft, Citgo, UL Research Institute, Comcast, and a bevy of others come to the event to talk to students about what does it mean to be in these industries, whether that's through speaker panels, whether that's through workshops and exhibits. Students can really get a first-hand feel of what it means to be a part of an industry. They can work with wearables. Again, they can go to workshops, they can listen to speakers, or get hands-on training at exhibitor booths. Oh man, I have so many defining moments about when TechFest Live made me realize that we were making an impact on the youth and young adults here in Greater Houston. To note a few of them, I would say, our first in-person expo at the Ion was something that was really eye-opening for me. I mean, we had 400 students there, companies like NASA, JSC, Microsoft, Exxon. I mean, just those companies alone coming to the event and supporting really made me feel like, okay, maybe we're on to something here. I would also say this year, receiving a proclamation from the City of Houston for STEM Go Pro Day. I know a lot of folks here in the City of Houston, some a lot more famous than me, and I haven't seen them get a proclamation. And so for us to get something that's impactful, that's not just about self, it was really about the impact, it was really about the students, it was really about my community. That really kind of gave me insight to know that, man, you're really doing something special, and really to just keep going. So TechFest Live currently is contributing to the future workforce and innovation ecosystem by providing our annual programming. This year, 2025, that looked like us going to the Houston Rockets to do STEM Go Pro Day, following that up with another STEM Go Pro Day with the Houston Dynamo. We've done work with Rice University and their STEMletics program. We've done work with the Salvation Army in Midlothian with their summer camp program. And we have a number of other events coming up in Q4, like our virtual haunted house. We're part of the Amazon Amplify House for Afro Tech. For us, that just looks like to continue doing the work, continuing to showcase who we are to the community, continue to be forward-facing, continuing to keep our doors open for the Houston community and the tech ecosystem, letting them know that we're here for them. When you think about TechFest Live, I want you to think about the future. As a parent, I want you to think about how important TechFest Live is to your student, how this organization, how this event can help to build your student's career, help to give your student the necessary skill sets that they would need to continue to go on in their journey, their career journey. If you're a student, I want you to feel like this is the coolest thing I've ever been to. I want TechFest Live to resonate with you. I want you to see something that you've never seen before, and whether you ask your parents, whether you ask your teacher or your guardian, hey, I saw this at TechFest Live, this is something that I want to pursue. I didn't know that I can go fly drones for John Deere. I didn't know that I can work in gaming and technology. So I really want students to leave the event curious, exposed to the world of technology. I want them to understand that technology is endless, it's ageless, and it's there for them to bring their passions to the table and allow them to find their own career path in the world of technology. So I see TechFest Live expanding and growing over the next 2 years through strategic partnerships, through continuing to build our base, continuing to build our foundation, continuing to host great events. We'll be able to expand globally so that TechFest Live can provide a world of experiences, knowledge, and expertise to the world, to the globe, to students all over, because it's not just students here in the United States that we feel can utilize the work that we're doing. We feel like everyone should get a chance to experience TechFest Live. And so again, through strategic partnerships, through continuing to expand, through us going to different cities and planting a flag in Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, and eventually city to city, state to state, and country to country, TechFest Live will take over the world. So what's next for TechFest Live? We want to continue to make impact on Greater Houston area students, whether that's increasing our programming from January to December, increasing our footprint for the 6th Annual TechFest Expo in 2026, or creating more strategic partnerships with organizations and companies. We want to continue to expand our footprint here in Greater Houston and eventually take our talents to Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas so that we can continue to provide technology education to students all across the state of Texas. Working with the U of H digital media program has been honestly a blessing. Started last year where we onboarded 7 interns from the program. Now moving to 2025 where we have 31 interns. I mean, the sheer amount of scale that is afforded TechFest Live has been great. Myself and my creative director have really enjoyed working with the students, and we hope that we can expand this program to have longevity over semesters, right? We'd love to do this for spring 2026 or fall 2026. And continuing to work with U of H, continuing to work with Dr. Lau and the DIGM program to continue to provide this amazing opportunity to students. Another reason why I'm excited to work with them is because I remember when I was in school, and I think this is just an amazing opportunity for them to showcase their skills and their portfolio. What I want them to get out of this is like say that, hey, I worked on this TechFest Live project, and somewhere down the line, I was able to land an internship, land a job, land an apprenticeship because of TechFest Live. That would really make me feel great. I would feel like I made an impact on the students because that's what they're here for. They are trying to better their skills. They're trying to add things to their portfolio, and however I can help, however TechFest Live can help, I'm here to do that. So it's been really great seeing how enthusiastic the students have been about this project, and I look forward to seeing all the things that they create as we finish out the semester.